All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. And as you guys can probably tell by the title, this is our 5K subs Q&A. I'm extremely grateful to get there in such a short period of time. And thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all my old subscribers as well. It's been a great journey. Hopefully we can push to 10K soon. But just wanted to answer some questions, I guess, for the 5K subs Q&A. People send in questions on both Discord and YouTube. So we're going to start off with question number one. Let's just jump into it here. From Slither, as the GeoGuessr game show guy, what's your favorite game show of all time? I would probably have to say Jeopardy. Now that it's being uploaded to Hulu regularly in the US, you tend to watch it like every night or every other night or so, just trying to keep up with the current Jeopardy season. Great game show. And I would do it myself, but Sweating Geography did already do a couple of Jeopardies. And obviously, I don't want to steal content, so would not be doing that. But yeah, very fun game show, probably my favorite. And I think it has a good difficulty of questions as well, especially for the non-Jeopardy Masters episodes. So I really enjoy challenging myself with that kind of trivia. All right, question 2 from Mate Potato. If you were invited to the big stage in the next GeoGuessr World Championship, would you hit the griddy on stage? Honestly, I would consider it. Like, maybe. Who knows? I mean, I would be down to do it, but my griddy is like so bad. I don't have the footwork for it, so I don't know how that would go, to be completely honest with you. But I'm willing to give it a shot. I'll probably do like a 15-minute tutorial video on how to do it and maybe try it if I get up there. All right, question number 3 from Canada Graphs here. How long in advance did GeoGuessr ask you to do the game show thing at Worlds? Like a week and a half before I actually had to record the thing, so I had to kind of hustle to get all the questions together. They did take care of the inverted flag one and the map the flip one, but I did pull together the other 3. So yeah, it was a bit of a quick turnaround, but I think it turned out really well product-wise. The Black Molly team did an excellent job with the editing in like 2 days, which was crazy on such a quick turnaround. But yeah, I thought the final product was great, and I'm really happy that I got the opportunity to do it in the first place. And then the other question here from Canada Graphs is also your all-time NBA roster, including coach, GM, and bench players. Okay, this is kind of a very nuanced question. Because you have to include LeBron and Jordan. If we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have to include LeBron and Jordan. Probably Jordan as your 2. LeBron can play any position, so he's pretty flexible in there, honestly. Got to put Kareem in there, I'd say, at the 4, I guess, so that by traditional positions, LeBron came in as a 3, so I'm probably going to say 1 and 5 still available to me all time. 1, he may not have been the best point guard, but I'm a big Steve Nash guy, but I'm not picking him. I'm taking Steph. Like, I can't take anyone besides Steph. I mean, Magic, there is obviously an argument for Magic, but just wasn't alive to see him play, to be completely honest with you. And the Steph and Magic Johnson debate is something that I feel like I've thought about a lot. And I think that NBA championship in 2022 really strengthened Steph's case, especially because he kind of did it on his own. I mean, the Celtics were a little banged up, but it was still a good ring. And honestly, that kind of cemented his legacy for me. So I would probably put him at the 1. And then center-wise, you can go a bunch of different ways here. You can go Wilt. You can go Tim Duncan. You can even consider Jokic nowadays, I guess. I know Finbar would probably want me to consider Jokic, but it's probably between Wilt or Timmy D. Honestly, like Duncan. I've never seen Wilt play, so who knows? But I think Duncan was just so dominant, man. And the Spurs were so dominant. I don't think they ever had an under 50-win season when Duncan was there. Maybe they had one under 50-win season, but consistency-wise, he was the engine behind that Spurs team for that dynasty for like 15 years or so. So I would have to say, I'm just going to go with Duncan as my center. I'm probably maybe I'm missing someone a lot. I don't know. But bench players, I guess I'm just going to name 5. We got, I'll just say Wilt coming off the bench. We have Magic coming off the bench as our 5 and 1. Those are the 2 guys that I considered. And it really gets hard when you get into the 2s because I'm not the biggest Kobe fan personally. I might upset some people by saying that. But I think he's probably the best shooting guard option out there. So I would probably have to say Kobe, even though I wouldn't put him in my top 10 of players. I still got to say Kobe for that. 3, honestly, no idea. I feel like I'm leaning more towards the modern guys because, like, at the 4, I would lean someone like Dirk. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Oscar's up there. Honestly, I'm just gonna give those 3 bench players, and then I'll just leave the rest as an open thought. Come back to it maybe in the future. If this is asked for a 10K sub question, maybe I'll have my 10 to 15 man roster there. Coach wise, I guess you got to go Phil Jackson Zen Master, man, because I mean, you know, multiple 3-peats. But I don't know. Yeah, it's probably just Phil Jackson, isn't it? GM wise, I'll just go with a modern one, and I'm going to take Sam Presti because he's done an insane job with the Thunder. And I'm not just biased because I'm a Thunder fan, but yeah, I just think he's just a great GM at this current moment. So yeah, I guess I'll take him. Okay, we will go into our next question now. Question 4 from 19 Alligators, aka Sky. A few, feel free not to answer all of them, but what is something you are very passionate about outside of GeoGuessr geography? So there's a couple things that I enjoy doing in my free time. I try to play poker with my friends every week. We get together on Thursday nights. Love poker, love sports in general. I wish I was able to play more sports, mainly basketball, because that's been my passion for, since I was a kid. But not as much basketball nowadays, now that I'm in California. I used to run 5s every week in Hawaii, but don't have as big of a group here to run 5s. Other things I'm passionate about, yeah, probably poker and sports, 2 main things. My girlfriend, obviously. But I assume you mean hobbies for this. Favorite color? I would probably say blue or orange. Orange was my favorite color when I was a kid, but now I think I'm leaning more towards blue, just being my favorite. Gonna ignore the 3rd question here, but yes, it does. The 4th one, have any pets, want any pets, what kind? Never had any pets. Growing up, my parents did not want us to have pets, which I think is quite understandable. Do I want any pets? Not really. Like, I can appreciate when my friends and stuff, they have dogs and cats, but I don't know. I just can't manage. I think nowadays, I used to think I was a dog guy, but I don't know. Like, I think I would rather have a cat as a pet. It's just easier. I guess less responsibility. They're not as needy as dogs, but if I had to choose one, I would probably say cat or dog. I'll just go the conventional route, but I'm not entirely sure which one. How was the experience of recording the game show segments of the World Cup? It was awesome. It was really cool, especially getting to interact with my friends as well. RC Lenley being there, Lero, and Zone, who I actually met for the first time during the game show thing, which was really cool. And he's a really nice guy as well. All 4 of those guys, just absolutely top human beings. And it was great. And the production company was great. They gave me flexibility to come up with my own questions as well, which I thought was awesome. And I think we did a pretty good job. And yeah, as mentioned, they did a pretty good job editing as well. Not even a pretty good job, just an exceptional job, in my opinion, with the editing. All right, from Baumi, question 5. If you had to choose someone for a Pointless episode that has nothing to do with GeoGuessr, who would it be? So I'm assuming this is probably going to be like somebody from the Geo community, but it's just like a general knowledge Pointless episode, like a normal Pointless episode. Ooh, That's kind of hard. I think Rowan has very good knowledge. Rowan 14, very smart guy. Good knowledge there. Trying to think of who else. I think Deborah would probably be a good partner because of his knowledge of just like politics and stuff. That's something that I'm really weak in personally. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to pick just one. I feel like Blinky is an all-around kind of just smart guy. Done some trivia stuff with him, like not game show stuff, but we've played some trivia games off stream on Discord. Not Finbar. Sorry, Finbar, respectfully. Your pop culture knowledge and other things besides math and science is a bit lacking. And geography, of course. You are a geography genius. But yeah, I don't know. Off the top of my head, I would probably say Blinky, Rowan, or Deborah, I guess. Those would be three. I'm probably missing people. GG Money 420 Grace, she is very smart as well, and she's a trivia enthusiast just like I am, so she would honestly be a very good partner as well. We kind of have like overlapping strengths and weaknesses, I feel, in some ways, but I think we would make a good team. So shout out to Grace. Okay, from Lam Lam, question 6. Your videos help new players learn. Do you think players will get even better in coming years? Already younger players are hitting high elo and they're use so many metas. It seems more and more could compete at the highest level if they put in the time. Who would you rate among the best of the young players currently on the scene? Okay, so one person immediately springs to mind when I think of best young players, and it's Geo, of course. Yeah, he's still not 18 yet. But he is, I don't know, man. Like, he is something else. He is unreal. He's an unreal player. Who else is up there? Kiribas was up there before he hit 18. I think he's 18 now, so we might actually see him next year in the World Championship. That would be cool, representing Sweden. Who else is up there, man? Who else is up there? Adams is very good from Poland. I don't think he's 18 yet. I don't know when he turns 18, but we'll see if he even wants to compete as well. I know Pingus is very good. Shout out Pingus as well. Pingus is a very solid player, and probably I've gotten multiple vouchers from like Clement, Hemmingson, people that I talked to at the World Cup, Captain as well. I think they all said Pingus was up there as the best Indonesia player in their opinion. So I think he's very solid. Those are probably the four that come to mind most of all. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else, but I think those are the four that definitely come to mind for me. But yeah, do you think players will get even better in the coming years? I definitely think so. There's going to be more road learning, more learning. Oh, this car copyright is in this pocket in Slovakia or something like that. Bad example, but you kind of get what I'm saying. But yeah, there are a lot of young prodigies out there, and I think it'll be interesting to see how the game evolves over coming years, and if people like Blinky and Consis and RC will stay at the top, or if it's just going to be that new breed of players coming in, and we'll see how it's changes, I guess. I think it should be an interesting time. All right, question 7 from Sinksy. Who was your first friend in the Geo community, and who is your best friend in the Geo community? So I'll answer the first one first. I randomly came across GeoGuessr from GeoWizard, of course, as I'm sure the gateway for most of us was. I just realized the webcam is a little bit shoddy, so let me see if that... I mean, it's fine. First friend... yeah, so I randomly started streaming on Twitch and got a couple of viewers. And amongst the first were Camille, like my OG mod from India. Shout out Camille. And then a couple of people that I remember at the beginning were like Bouncer82, Ada. Shout out Ada and Zentomo. They actually met in my stream, and they're might be on their way to getting engaged soon. So that's kind of crazy. And I have heard that I will be invited to the wedding if the wedding does happen. So that's pretty cool. Who is your best friend in the Geo community? It's hard. I'd say I have a good amount of very close friends. Gelotris, the Uncle Stick Together being one of them. I hang out with Rowan, Bag, Shimmy a lot in voice. And Finbar, of course, would probably be like the main five that I would consider my closest friends in the community. I feel like they know the most about me, and I do talk to them a lot. So yeah, probably those 4 or 5. All right. Question 8 from Henrik. How much GeoGuessr do you still practice and learn versus just playing for fun? I think I'm mainly just playing for fun now. I used to try a bit more to learn, but I don't know. It's just, I feel pretty content, and I'll talk about this in a later question. But I feel pretty content with where I am currently, just being like good at the game, but not like on that top echelon of players. If you know what I mean. Maybe that mindset will change in coming months, and if the World League actually happens, but I think I'm pretty content, and my goal currently is probably just to be like some sort of talent or caster for GeoGuessr. But mainly just playing for fun. I feel like there's so many stuff that I always say I need to learn, especially when I'm playing duels and stuff, but will I ever commit my time to learning them? Probably not. I feel like I've a lot more things to do in my free time than learn GeoGuessr at this point, because I just don't have that motivation to compete at the highest level right now. Okay, question 9 from Ronnie. In which city would you like the next America's Major to be held? So it's a 2-part question. I'll answer this one first. Next America's Major to be held. I think it would be cool if it was in San Francisco or LA. Cali bias. I mean, I live there. Honolulu, but that's never feasible, of course. So they're never having it there. But Toronto would be cool. Vancouver would be cool, I think. Probably not in Texas again. Boston is a very cool city as well. Denver could be cool. I don't know. Those are just some places off the top of my head. I'd probably say Cali first and foremost, and then if not, like Vancouver, because I think Vancouver is like a beautiful, beautiful city. Would be really sick if they had it there. Have you ever had sushi pizza? Not exactly sure what that is. So that would probably be a no. Sushi pizza. Canadian dish that originated in Toronto and a fusion of sushi and pizza, often served in the Greater Toronto area. Yeah, it's probably not not heard of this, but it looks kind of banging, honestly. Looks pretty good. I would try it. Never had it, but I would definitely try it if given the opportunity. All right, question 10 from Boro. What were some memorable interactions that you had with people from the community at the World Cup events? Well, I did get to meet Boro at the player meetup. That was really cool. Came all the way from Bulgaria by himself. So it was nice meeting you, man. Another one that stuck in my head was this Turkish couple that actually came up to me, and they said that on the Istanbul like metro, it's always backed up, and it's always very crowded. So they sometimes watch my videos on the metro to just pass the time, I guess, which I thought was really, really cool. And I'm grateful that people actually do watch my content, because it allows me to make videos like this. So I won't forget you guys. That was an awesome interaction, and that was probably one of my favorites. Like, that's one that I told my girlfriend about when I got back, as like a little recap, which I thought it was just the coolest thing. And then the other interaction that I remember probably the most was the Dario from the Canaries. He was there with his dad, and we had went to Refin, which was like the food truck, food from around the world area, like right next to the beer hall where they were having the meetup. And we ate there before we went to the meetup. And I was standing in line for some Indian food. We're just waiting to order. And then he like pulled up my Instagram and he was like, "Is this you?" And then I got a photo with him, which I thought was really cool. Because I didn't think to get recognized by an Instagram. But yeah, it was sick. So it was nice meeting you as well. Okay, round 11. why am I saying round 11? Wow, I'm really locked into GeoGuessr mode. Question 11. What are some other game show formats you've considered that could work well with GeoGuessr/geography? I don't know if I want to reveal like stuff that have came into my brain about what game shows that I want to do, because I think that kind of spoils the surprise for you guys. I'd rather you guys wake up on a Saturday, or like, I guess not wake up for you Europeans, but like turn on YouTube on a Saturday and just see, oh, Downs posted a game show video, actually kind of sick, and it's a different, something that you didn't expect me to do. So I'm probably going to leave this one open-ended for now. There has been a couple things that I've considered, which I think, yeah, let's just leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. All right, question 12. What is your, it's a three-parter, so which is your favorite video that you've worked on? I would probably say any ranked 2v2s that I do with Finbar is always a good time. And then that's just a general answer. But then my favorite video, I guess, would probably be any of the Pointless, because I think did a pretty good job on those. And I'm happy that the concept came together, because when I first said the idea, I wasn't sure if it would work out, but it actually did end up doing quite well. And one of my most popular series, or probably is my most popular series on YouTube. So that's really cool. Which video took the most effort? Probably the vlogs, honestly, just because sometimes you forget to record, man, when you're on vacation. You just, if you're not in that vlogging mode and you're not used to vlogging, then it's like hard to get enough footage and content for that, because you're just not prepared, I guess. So I'd probably say that. Editing wise, probably that. Rondo was hard to edit as well as the Pointless. So all the game show stuff. Not so much the GeoGuessr gameplay stuff. That's very easy to edit, I'd say. But the game show and the other stuff, the stuff that I release on weekends usually are usually the hardest. When is Bagaboiebailey going to be on GeoGuessr Pointless? We'll see. That's all I got. I mean, that's all I got an answer to that is we'll see. Shout out Bagaboiebailey though. That's my goat. All right, question 13 from Jess. How and when did you get into GeoGuessr? So I mentioned it a little bit, I think, in previous Q&As as well, but I was working a COVID job, and we had a lot of downtime, I guess, on computers. So I was just kind of browsing YouTube looking for something to watch, and I ended up clicking on a GeoWizard video, and I was just amazed at how skilled he was at geography, because it was something that was never my strong suit at all. Like, I don't think I could have pointed to where North Macedonia was on the map before playing GeoGuessr. But yeah, now I feel like my geography knowledge has definitely improved, which is great. And that's all thanks to GeoGuessr and GeoWizard as well. All right. Question 14 from JHK. Shout out JHK. What's the most obscure bet you've ever placed? I don't really do obscure bets. Like, I'm not betting on like Russian table tennis, or like, I don't know, do they have like Japanese sumo betting or something like that? Like, just as an example, I don't know, probably like esports or something, I guess. How do you sleep at night knowing the only reason OKC won is because they put a hit out on the Haliban? I mean, championship's a championship, I guess. And I feel like it was a lose-lose for us. Because if we had lost... Anyway, yeah, it was a lose-lose situation. So, like, we're going to get criticized regardless of what happened in that in Game 7. So, I mean, I guess I'm happier that we won than we lost. Do you have any motivation to grind for the World Cup circuit, or do you feel, or World Championship circuit, or do you feel secure in the role you played for this World Cup and the niche you occupy within the community as a whole? Yeah, I'd probably say, as of right now, as I mentioned in the previous question, or in a previous answer, yeah, I'm probably just secure in the role right now. I mean, that might change in a couple months, but as of currently, as of recording this Q&A, I'd probably say, yeah, I don't really have too much motivation to be grinding. You've been working out? Of course, always. And JHK included this picture here, which will be above me. We know that the blue bright-eyed color is a recessive gene and less than 15% of the world has them. This is question 15. So why do so many people from the so many pro players in GeoGuessr have blue/bright eyes? This is a serious question. It's a good question. I mean, I'd probably say general European thing, in some cases, but I don't know. I don't know how to answer this one. I mean, I never really noticed, to be completely honest. I feel like I don't really notice eye color like that. You know? Like that's just not me, I guess. I just don't notice that. I don't know how to answer this one. I'm kind of stun locked. Because that's an interesting observation. Yeah. All right, LX7 question 16 says, what's your favorite accomplishment in GeoGuessr and YouTube? Favorite accomplishment in GeoGuessr? I guess 2K Elo is pretty cool. Hit that a couple times. And honestly, getting called to do like something for the World Championship and being on the big screen and seeing myself on the big screen for a silly, what I thought started as a silly geography game was just insane. It was like a surreal moment for me, and grateful, of course, as always, for the opportunity. YouTube wise, probably the Pointless doing so well. Didn't expect it to do as well as it did. I was kind of just making the game shows for a little bit more fun, but I'm glad that it turned out good. All right, from Geo, we have like a 7-parter here. Who is the most overrated GeoGuessr player? That's a hard question because I don't really want to throw shade. I think I'm gonna give the like easy answer and just say like me. Honestly, like I feel like I'm not that good at the game compared to most of the players nowadays. I could probably name like 200 players better than me. But yeah, I feel like I'm just known because I'm a content creator, I guess. So yeah, I would probably just say me for that one. Do you see yourself still making GeoGuessr content in 5 years? It's hard to predict what you're doing in 5 years because in 5 years I'm gonna be in my early 30s. Yes, I know, old, but who knows? We'll see where it takes us. Depends on my job. Depends on how my life's looking at that time. Am I gonna have children? Who knows, man? I honestly don't know. I would like to, if it continues doing pretty well, and it's a nice little side hustle kind of situation. But yeah, we'll see. What's your favorite and least favorite season? I don't know if you mean this in the GeoGuessr sense or if you mean this in like real life sense, like winter, summer, spring, fall. I don't really remember the GeoGuessr seasons, so I think I'm going to answer this from like a real life perspective, which I would have to assume is what you're asking. Is it winter, summer, spring, fall? I would probably say least favorite in California is summer, because it just gets so hot here, man. And I don't know, I like when it's not so hot. Like coming from Hawaii, we have trade winds there, so it's not as hot as it appears. But like, dude, in Cali, there's just no wind. It's hot all the time during the summer, and it's just terrible. So, would probably say that. Least favorite season, probably autumn. It's like not too cold, not too hot. The leaves look nice. It's either autumn or spring, I would say. Did you expect GeoGuessr Pointless to be so successful? No, I really didn't. I kind of went into it with just trying to do something fun for my friends, and ended up turning into something that was more successful than I ever thought it would be. So that's pretty freaking cool. What, in your opinion, was the best and worst guess of this year's World Cup? Best guess? What really stood out to me as a good guess? I liked Liro's quick guess against Blinky when he went Omsk on that first moving game. That was pretty cool. Because yeah, I thought it was an obvious Ohms looking at it, but looking back at it, I don't think it was that obvious, to be completely honest with you. So the quicksand was really good from him, and the fact that he picked it up as well and picked up the game off of that was kind of crazy. That's certainly up there. I'm trying to think of what else was really stood out to me. It's hard to think of. Oh, Blinky's nice little Italian 5K. Who's that against? It was in that same game with Liro, I think. I think it was round 1. He like had the town name and he was able to find it like near Turin or Torino, which I thought was pretty good. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a month, so the games aren't really sticking in my head as much right now. But yeah, those were the two that immediately sprung to mind. Worst guess? Man, I don't know. I would say Lenley going deep Acre on striped car, maybe. That was up there, but I know he said at the afterwards, like after the game, that he didn't think it was striped car. He thought it was blue, I think, which is understandable based off of his guess. Or I don't know, Finbar switched off of that lake in Western Sumatra for Samosir, which was also a little bit tough. That one kind of broke my heart more than anything that he did that. But yeah, there was a couple of things that those were the two that really stuck in my head the most, I think. Who's your prediction to win next year? Ooh, very early prediction. Bro, I'm honestly not sure. I would say it depends who competes, man. But I think it's just Blinky, man. I think Blinky's gonna come back and just dominate again. I think he's just gonna be even stronger next year. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with Blinky for that one. And then, could you name 100 women? All right, let's try it. I mean, we might as well. So how do I do this? Let's switch over this screen here. And we got the timer here as well. So let's try it. Okay, I didn't think about this before. We got, bro, I don't know why these people are coming to mind right now. Laura Bush. Don't ask me why. And then we're just going on that train. And then we got Lana Del Rey. And then we got... ooh, it's really hard in the moment, you know. Sweeney. Jessica Alba. Now I'm going down the actresses route. It's really hard to think of people, man. It's like my mind's going to like so many different places right now. Dakota Johnson. Reese Witherspoon. Hopefully I'm spelling these names correctly. Jennifer Aniston, Lisa Kudrow, Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox, I think, something like that. I just don't know how to spell her first name. I know that's her name, obviously, but who else can I think of? Let's think here. Wow, why am I struggling so much? This is harder. Dora Jar. Space in there. Just trying to think of artists that I listen to. Maria from the Marias. Really, that counts. Wow, I'm struggling. Theresa May. Don't know why that came to mind. Hard to commentate as you're doing this. Margaret Thatcher. That shit. Jacinda Ardern. Bro, I'm like really trying to think here. Victoria Justice. Miranda Cosgrove. And then we got like Mary Curie. And then we got like... I'm not even going to try to spell Malala's name, because I know that's going to be bad. So I'm not trying that. We got Sonia Sotomayor, who's a Supreme Court Justice. We have Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Alrighty. We have Rosa Parks. We have Harriet Tubman. We have Helen Keller. We have Anne Frank. Bro, okay, I don't know how these names are coming to mind. We're 3 minutes in. I should be doing way better than this. I can't lie to you. I should be doing way better than this. Don't know why Carol Baskin has come to mind. The Tiger Lady. Who else is there, man? I gotta think of some actors and actresses, but it's just not coming to mind right now. Okay, let's think of Game of Thrones. We have bro, like names are just like slipping my head. It's just not going on. Like nothing's going on up here. Wow, I need to get back on a roll here. Like where do I go? Oh, we gotta go like Kesha. There's no Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Gracie Abrams. We got like Lisa from Blackpink. We have Rosé from Blackpink. We have Jisoo from Blackpink. Who's the fourth one again? Jenny. Then we got like Suzu. How do you spell that? Is that right? From Twice. And then that's all the people that I know from Twice. And then we got like, I'm trying to think of artists, man. Okay, we gotta go Rihanna. We gotta go Beyonce. We gotta go like Esther Dean. I don't know why that came to mind. She's in Pitch Perfect. We gotta go Ellie Kemper. Don't know how that one came to mind either. What's Pam's name on The Office again? Bro, like the names are just slipping my head. I feel like I'm usually better at this, but it's just like not coming to mind right now. I mean, we got Shocks from League of Legends fame. Crazy list that I'm putting together so far. Absolutely crazy list. I don't know how I didn't think of Kamala Harris when I went for the Obamas and all that. Then we got like, who else is there, man? Penelope Cruz. We got like Jennifer Lopez. We got like Shakira. What other artists are there, man? I should be able to do this in under 10 minutes, but I won't because my brain is just like having a mental block. Shoot, man. We have Aaron Andrews, the sportscaster. Crazy list so far. We have Danica Patrick. Oh, I can name some athletes. We got Asia Wilson. We have Nafessa Collier. Bro, I forget how to spell her name. We have Sabrina Ionescu. We have Caitlin Clark. We have Doris. And then we got like, okay, 40 more to go. Trying to name some other WNBAers here. Okay, we'll go Mia Hamm. We'll go Abby Wambach. We'll go Hope Solo. We'll go Alex Morgan. We'll go Trinity Rodman. And then we'll go, tennis players. Iga Swiatek. I don't know how to say her name. Coco Gauff. Serena Williams. And then we'll go Ons Jabeur. We'll go like who's a really good tennis player right now? Oh, we forgot Naomi Osaka. Who else is up there? Who's the Nepo baby? Her dad owns the Bills. What is her name, man? It's not coming to me right now, so I'm gonna leave that one. And then we will go to, I forgot about Megan Rapinoe, of course. And we got like Anna Taurasi. And we also got like dude, what is her name? Setus. Bro, she plays on the Mercury. I forget her name though. Okay, we'll go Cameron Brink, I guess. We gotta go like Mika Mule from Croatia. Okay, so we're off of basketball players now. Oh, we gotta go Candace Parker, of course. And then, why are not more tennis players coming to mind? Like, they should be coming to mind, you know what I mean? Okay, we'll hop off of that, and we'll go back to, like, artists. Renee Rapp. Bro, I can't name... Why am I struggling so much to think of artists, man? Okay, we can go actresses, maybe. I was really hitting something with the basketball stuff, and then it just completely fell away after that. Bro, like, how am I thinking of... Okay, we got like Selena Gomez. We got Miley Cyrus. We've got I'm trying to think of like Disney Channel shows now. Like China Ann McClain from Ant Farm, or whatever that show was. We have Debbie Ryan. Okay, 20 more to go. I can do this. Notice how there's no historical names on here, guys. That's how bad I am with those. We got Joan of Arc. Joan or Arc, no. Joan of Arc. We have Anne Boleyn. We have Princess Diana. We have Queen Victoria. Surely that counts. We have Angela Merkel. We got trying to think of other people. We have what is her first name? Is it like Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? Okay, I'm gonna mark that one because I don't think that's her name, so I might have to come back to that one. President of Libya. Let's see who else is there, man. Who else is there? Like, I gotta think. Like, my brain is not braining right now. You know what I mean? Gotta go to like British actresses. Like, oh my gosh, we are not cooking. We are not cooking. I need to do this in under 15 minutes, but I just can't. Surely I can. Surely I can get there. Just need 14 more names, 15 more names. Shoot, man. Lippinek. Sometimes your brain just goes completely blank, man. Sometimes your brain just goes completely blank. Bro, this is actually crazy. Kate Abdo from Champions League stuff. Oh my gosh. Why am I struggling so much right now? Oh, Caitlin Olsen. That's a person from Always Sunny. How am I not thinking? I can't think of actresses from The Office right now and what her name is. Okay, we're leaving that. We're going to like, where are we going? Like Parks and Rec. We have, well, we can go Amy Schumer. Well, I think of, and then we got, why can I not remember what her name is? I mean, I know Rashida Jones. I don't know why that one came to mind, but then we also got like, what is that lady's name? Oh, Rebel Wilson. I don't know why that's coming to mind. We have what's that girl's name from Pitch Perfect? Brittany Snow. We have Haley Steinfeld, and then we got Anna Kendrick. Bang. Okay, we need 6 more, 7 more potentially. Why am I struggling so much with like comedic? What is her name, man? Why am I struggling so much with... Oh. Okay, it came to me. Who else? Who else? We have... Your brain just goes blank, bro. This is crazy. Should have been faster than this, like way faster than this. Aubrey Plaza. This is sad. This is really sad. Fergie. We got Selena. We have Dolly Parton. We got Tracy Chapman. And then, bro, I want to say this is her name, but I'm going to put an extra one just in case. Bro, nobody's coming to mind. Like, what is up with that? Oh, tennis player. Okay. Time. 1423, which was not good. Let me check if that's actually this person's name. It is. I was right. I was right on this one. But I don't know why I thought it was wrong. But we named 101 in 14 minutes and 23 seconds. Wait, I mean, I could have done way better, man. I could have done so much better there. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself on that one. But hopefully a little respite from the Q&A, which was nice. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed me suffer. But let's hop back into the Q&A now. All right. A couple more questions to go. Actually, let's see how many questions we got left. About like 8 more. From Eleanor, what other game shows do you hope to run? Kind of answered that with the Geo Roulette question. I don't think I'm gonna leave that open for now. So we'll leave that one. Question 19 from Henrik. Do you lift? And if so, what are the maxes? Yeah, I do. I haven't maxed out in... How long has it been? It's almost been 2 years now. 2 years ago, I maxed out on bench at 285. No. Yeah, 285. I thought I couldn't remember if it was 285 or 295, but it was 285. So that was cool. I don't really do deadlifts because my back is totally messed up. And I just feel like even if I do the lift correctly, I'm just scared of tweaking my back. Squats, I want to say it was like back in my day, it's probably like 405. Wasn't that great. But yeah, something like that. Shoulder press, dumbbell shoulder press, I guess is probably my best lift. I think I maxed at 110 pounds dumbbell shoulder press, seated shoulder press, which was cool. Yeah, probably my best lift. And I guess those are the main ones. Actually, just anything else in general. No, you said basketball, but have you done other sports? Yeah, I used to play a lot of basketball, as you know. Played baseball when I was a kid because my dad was a pretty good high school baseball player, so he wanted me to play baseball. I didn't really like it that much, but I kind of miss it now, I guess. But I mainly played third and pitched back when I played baseball. And then didn't really play football. Didn't really want to get hit. That was kind of my thing. Played soccer as a kid, but not anything serious. What else have I really done? I mean, I think those are the main ones, to be completely honest. Never really good at tennis or anything like that, so those are probably the main ones in there. I guess that kind of wraps it up for that. All right, question 20. Japan round without infrastructure, Obama hedge or Chichibu hedge? Pretty easy Chichibu hedge for me. Shout out Tyra. Tyra Lava. Probably actually also one of my first mods back in the day, to answer that previous question, but yeah, she's instilled the Chichibu hedge in me without infrastructure, so gotta go there instead of Obama. It's like the OG Obama hedge. Okay, from Venti21, what would be the best basketball lineup using only GeoGuessr players? This is a fun question, actually. Question 21 here. It's a three-parter. Best basketball lineup using only GeoGuessr players? Well, I have to throw myself in there at point guard, because I'm a very natural point guard, I'd say. I'm pretty unselfish with the ball. Let's see. This is kind of hard. I know Kirania plays basketball. He told me that. So I'd probably have to throw Kirania in there as my 3. I don't actually know what natural position he is. He's pretty tall. He's like 5'11", 6 feet. So I'd probably throw him in as a 3. For like a normal basketball lineup. Obviously not an NBA basketball lineup. But yeah, Kirania has to go in there. Oscar's pretty tall. I feel like Oscar would be decent at basketball, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know too many people that have hooped, man. I can't lie to you. In the basketball community, Finbar claims he played basketball back in the day, but do I believe him? He's like shorter than me, so it's like hard for me to slot him in anywhere. So I think I'm just gonna have to make this a height thing. So I would put Oscar at 5, I guess. So Oscar, me, Kirania. So 2 Australians plus me. Bro, this is hard. This is really hard. Only GeoGuessr players as well? I mean, it's really hard to think of people who even... No, who would I even consider an athlete, I guess? I guess if we're going height-wise, I'll just throw, like, Lero in there. So 3 Aussies, just because, like, he's absolutely jacked, and probably hooped a little bit in his day. Who knows? So I'd throw him in there at 4, I guess. And then my shooting guard, let's just throw Finbar in there, because he says he's played basketball before, and I'll believe him on that one. Okay, number 2, start, bench, cut, I wonder, to be fair, you reckon? Well, we have been using the word to be fair a lot, or the phrase to be fair a lot, so I'm going to have to say to be fair has to be in there as my start. I don't really use you reckon that much anymore. So I'm going to cut that one, and I'm going to say I wonder is my bench spot. And then question 3, in GeoGuessr, have you ever wanted to try to become very good at some specific country? If you could do it, which country would it be? There was a time in which I was really good at South America, but now that the game has advanced so much, I would say I'm like bottom 50% in terms of good GeoGuessr players in South America, especially in region guessing wise. I mean, not a specific country overall in South America, but just the whole continent in general. I would want to be good at the US, I think. Just personal American bias there. So yeah, I'd probably choose the US or Russia. Just something that is very unforgiving if you get it wrong, essentially. Okay, question 22 here. What advice would you give to a younger player, 13 to 16-year-olds trying to become a professional in GeoGuessr? I think, honestly, if you're starting at that age, you have a very good chance as long as you keep grinding, you play every day. I don't know what kind of schedule and what kind of pressure in terms of school that you're under. But if you want to try it, then setting aside a couple of hours every day, once you do your homework, of course, to just like do map making, playing games, playing duels, anything like that will help you become a better player. I think studying is probably the most important thing nowadays, so you have to be willing to study, I think. But make sure that studying comes after you do your education, because your education is the most important thing in the entire world. All right. Let's move on to question 23. 5 questions here. How was it growing up in Hawaii? Also, do you plan to go back someday? I loved growing up in Hawaii. It's like the only place in America where it just feels different, man. Like, you know, like it just feels like such a tight-knit community. We call everyone auntie, uncle, if they're older than us. It's just, I don't know. There's just so much respect between not Hawaiian people, but people from Hawaii, and I do miss it a lot. My family, all of my family still lives there. Like, I don't have any family on the mainland. We call it the mainland, the continental US. We call it the mainland. But yeah, I don't have any family up here. They're all in Hawaii. So I do find myself visiting as often as I try. I try to visit as often as I can, essentially. And then, do you plan to go back someday? It's in discussion. I mean, my girlfriend and I have talked about where we want to live in the future. I think the Bay is pretty nice, but I think we would prefer living in Southern California or Hawaii. And that really just depends on how our situation looks in 5 to 10 years. So we'll see. I would like to move back there someday, though, just because I love the people. I love the food. All my friends are there. Literally all my friends from high school live there now. They pretty much all moved back. I'm kind of the only one of the only ones that still live on the continental US. But yeah, would love to move back there someday. When is the last time you went to see your relatives? Well, about a week ago as of this recording. So that was nice. Got to hang out with my friends. My buddy got engaged, so I went back for that, and I got to see some family, which was very nice. Which is the most useful but not famous GeoGuessr meta you know? That's a very hard question to answer, man. Most useful but not famous. Honestly, I have not a Scooby-Dooby-Doo of an idea. I'm sure if I had thought about this a bit more and I didn't just jump into this question without thinking about it, I could have came up with something, but I don't know. Reflectors are pretty important in the US. Like, I don't know why that's the first thing that come to mind, but like, Debre didn't know what a Georgia-Florida reflector was until about like 1 month before the World Championship when we told him about it. So I'm glad that he learned that. I mean, it didn't come up for him in the World Championship, but I'm glad that he learned that. I don't know why that one came to mind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that one, so I'm going to leave that as maybe something people can answer in the comments. What's your favorite book? I don't really read nowadays, so I would probably have to default to something that I enjoyed as a kid, which was probably the Percy Jackson series the most. I got really into Greek mythology and stuff, so I would just pick, I guess, one of the books from that series. I guess just Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief or something like that would be my choice. What are your top 4 favorite movies of all time? Okay, this is also putting me on the spot because I probably should have thought about it a bit more for this one. My favorite movie of all time is Inglourious Basterds. Great movie. Like, exceptional movie. And I think Brad Pitt does a good job in it. But yeah, the real highlight for me is Christoph Waltz's Londa acting. Like, it's just, it's too good, man. Like, probably one of his best, if not his best performance, like, as well. And like, that's what kind of made him mainstream, because I think he was more of a German actor, but he went international with that role. And man, it's exceptional. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to open my letterboxd right now to look in what I've watched recently. Yeah, let me just take a look here and see what I've watched recently. I probably can only give recent movies because I only started rating things on Letterboxd like about a year ago. But the top ones for me, let's see. I really like Django. I really like A Real Pain. That was a great movie. Black Klansman was a good movie that I watched recently. I don't know if I have a top 4 favorite movies, though. That's very, very hard. 3 Billboards was good. I really like The Holdovers as well. That was one of my favorite movies of the past couple years. And A Real Pain, I think, were my 2 favorites. I don't know, man. I would say I'm just going to give my top movie, and that's Inglourious Basterds, and the rest I can fill in with, I don't know, just a bunch of stuff. I'm sure there's movies that I'm not thinking of that are just up there for me. Like Now You See Me, not the most critically acclaimed movie, but I really enjoyed it when I was a kid, and that's probably just because I watched it at like 15 or 16 years old, and it really just left a lasting impression on me. It's like a absolute mind fuck up of movie, basically. I love heist movies as well. They're up there, but yeah, I don't know. Recently, Real Pain Holdovers. If you haven't seen it, you guys should watch it. I wouldn't know if it makes my top 4 movies, but really enjoyed those. If you haven't seen those 2 movies, it just came out within the past couple of years. Okay, question 24. Are you studying or what's your day job? And do you want to move back to Hawaii? So the second question I already answered, but are you studying and what's your day job? I'm a data analyst, like a business operations analyst, I guess, is my official title. But yeah, I work fully remote every day, and that kind of gives me a bit more flexibility to do this YouTube stuff, which is nice because I don't have to commute to and from the office. But yeah, I work full time, 5 days a week. So yeah, that's my day job. If you were guaranteed enough money to live comfortably, where would you live? And what's the most underrated food? So I'll answer the first part first. To live comfortably, honestly, love SoCal. Love just California in general is nice. Hawaii is nice. Japan, if I didn't have to work a Japanese work schedule, would probably be up there. If I knew Japanese, knew a bit more Japanese than I know. Those are probably my top 3 places, just California, Hawaii, and Japan. I know that's kind of boring, but yeah, I guess that's just my personal preference. What's the most underrated food? Ooh, that's hard. I don't know if this is underrated, but I think Hawaiian food is so good, and I love Hawaiian food. I love just like local dishes from Hawaii. We have this thing called meat jun, which you guys will have already seen in the Hawaii vlog, I think. Poke is like my favorite food of all time, which is just like diced up raw fish, just cubed raw fish with like some kind of the poke that they do on the mainland or anywhere else besides Hawaii is not real poke, because that's just putting a bunch of toppings. You put imitation crab, you put seaweed salad, you put edamame on there. It's not real poke, man. Like real poke is just cubed fish with like maybe some green onions, some onions, some limu, which is like some like seaweed, and then like some kind of oyster soy sauce mix, or you got the spicy ahi with like mayo, with like a mayo based sauce. But like anything else where you just put a ton of toppings on it, that's not poke. So that's probably the most underrated food, and I would encourage you guys to try real Hawaiian poke if you guys get the opportunity, because I guess that's underrated, because a lot of places that's not Hawaii has adapted poke to be like different than it actually is in Hawaii. So I'll say it's poke for me. What is a country you want to visit because of GeoGuessr? This is a great question. There's a lot of things that definitely came to mind. Kotor Bay, Croatia as well also came to mind. Those 2 things. I think Slovenia would be cool. I haven't been to Italy yet as well, but Italy would be nice. Southern France. What else is up there, man? The Philippines. And then, honestly, playing GeoGuessr, I would have never thought to visit South America prior to playing GeoGuessr, but Chile, Argentina, Peru, they all look beautiful. Brazil as well. I don't know. I wouldn't mind visiting there one day. So that's probably on my list. But yeah, that's the final question. It looks like very long episode, over an hour, but hopefully, I mean, I tried to pour my heart and soul into every question. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I guess if you have any more questions for me, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to answer them in the comments if you guys do have questions. But hopefully I'll be doing this again soon when we hit 10K subs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, though. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another GeoGuessr video. Peace.